Welcome back to AI Trekkers. I'm John,
And I'm Emma.
and we're ready to trek into the world of mergers and acquisitions. Specifically, everyone's talking about 2025, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we're looking at 2025 and how AI is predicted to totally shake things up.
Yeah.
We're basing this on some really interesting insights from Insurance Business Magazine. They had a piece featuring an expert from WTW, Jana Mercero.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that really stood out to me was this idea that 2025 is going to be like a turning point
Okay.
for AI and M&A.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about, AI making things a little bit faster, a little bit more efficient. It's going to fundamentally change how deals are done, like how they're identified, how they're evaluated, the whole execution process. It's pretty fascinating.
That's a big claim.
It is a big claim.
How would this even work? I mean, are we talking about AI taking over for those teams of bankers and lawyers that are up all night looking at spreadsheets?
Well, instead of those spreadsheets, think about it this way. Imagine an AI that can analyze massive amounts of data, right? Like financial statements, market trends, even news sentiment analysis. And it's pulling all of this together to identify the perfect acquisition targets, like companies that actually align with your strategic goals.
So it's not just looking at what a company's saying about themselves, it's digging deeper.
Exactly. It's looking for those hidden gems or those potential red flags that, humans might miss. That's what natural language processing algorithms are starting to do now.
That's really interesting. So it's you're not just taking a company at their word and their prospectus. You've got this AI that's digging deeper and getting a better picture.
Exactly. And it's even cooler.
Right.
AI can actually go beyond just those traditional financial metrics and start to analyze unconventional data sources. Think about things like social media chatter, online reviews, even things like satellite imagery to see, what a company's operations actually look like. So AI can analyze all of that to paint this much richer picture of a company's true health and its potential.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So, imagine the due diligence process. Instead of spending weeks and weeks going through documents by hand, you've got AI tools that can just analyze contracts, identify potential liabilities, flag risks in a fraction of the time.
Exactly.
That would change the game completely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that speed and that accuracy that we're
Yeah.
talking about. I mean, it can make a huge difference, especially when you're in a competitive bidding situation.
So it sounds like a dream come true for anyone who's involved in making deals. But what about the bigger picture?
Yeah.
What does this surge in AI-powered M&A activity mean for the economy as a whole? I mean, is this a good thing? Is it a bad thing? How do we even begin to evaluate that?
Right. Well, if we look at WTW's quarterly deal performance monitor, one thing that they're showing is that there's this rise in those mega deals, the billion-dollar deals.
Oh, wow.
And that really signifies that there's growing confidence in the market. So you've got that aspect of it.
Yeah.
But also, AI making this whole process smoother, more efficient. I mean, it seems like we're going to see even more companies, especially those mid-sized companies, they can actually access AI tools that were previously out of reach for them. They're going to be jumping on the M&A bandwagon as well.
Right.
So you've got these improving economic conditions and stable equity markets, and those are encouraging this trend even more.
Right. But it's not all rosy, right?
Yeah.
There's the whole geopolitical landscape that we can't ignore.
Oh, absolutely. We can't forget about things like ongoing conflicts, shifting trade relationships. Those are factors that could really throw a wrench into things and derail even the most promising deals.
Yeah.
So we're heading into 2025 with this, this really interesting tension, between technological advancement and global uncertainty. Because on the one hand, you've got AI driving all this efficiency, these new insights, and potentially leading to this boom in M&A activity. But on the other hand, you've got those unpredictable geopolitical forces that could just as easily slam the brakes on everything.
So it sounds like 2025 is going to be a pretty wild ride.
It does, doesn't it?
Full of exciting opportunities, but also, potential challenges.
Exactly. And, as we go deeper into this AI-driven world, the really big question is going to be how companies adapt. How are they going to leverage these powerful AI tools to make smarter decisions, navigate this complex world of M&A? I think that's something worth thinking about.
Yeah, definitely a lot to unpack there.
Absolutely.
Well, that's our trek for today.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for following AI Trekkers. We'll see you on our next adventure across the AI universe.
See you then.